Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basic Monsters Game Day podcast on SportsZone Chicago. I'm Ivan Vargas. I'm with Luke Nettles and our guest Michael Halatek. Guys, it was a tough first half, man. 3-3 going into the half. Both teams, it's been a stalemate, but I feel like for some reason I feel like Buffalo should have more points on the board. I don't know if you guys feel like that. Let me know. Mike, how do you feel about the first half? Like I said, Buffalo, they obviously are the better offense, but it's 3-3 so far.
Yeah, put me to sleep. that was, I got to tell you, going into this weekend, I thought that we were going to see 4 really exciting games. And for the most part, the early game was pretty exciting, especially early on when both teams were taking the ball up and down the field. But this game, it's like nothing's working for either team.
Yeah, no, I think this is right where Baltimore wants Buffalo. You know, it's 3-3 that they can overcome. You know, they could get a lead. They could kick another 3. If Buffalo rallies here in the second, they put up like 17 points. I think Baltimore's chances dwindle. But right now, I mean, if you're Baltimore, you got to be liking where you're at.
Well, if I'm Baltimore, I do like where I'm at. It's 3-3 going into the second half with a high-powered offense. Your defense is doing everything they need to do to stop them. Lamar Jackson, so far, 9 of 16, 123. That's fine. That's efficient enough. J.K. Dobbins, 5 carries, 31 yards. Gus Edwards, 6, 28. And Lamar himself, 7 of 18. You have a good balance so far. You have a good balance so far, in my opinion, if you're Baltimore. But with the Buffalo Bills, it's exactly what I thought it would be. Where's your running game? Your running game is nowhere to be found. It's all Josh Allen. Josh Allen, on top of that, Josh Allen is tied for the lead in rushing with 2 carries for 3 yards. You know what I'm saying? So in regardless of the 13-22, 120 for the passing game, it's been pretty much a stalemate. There's not really much to say about the Buffalo offense. There's not much to say about the Baltimore offense. It's been the defenses so far, and I feel like it's going to continue to be that. The only thing I see breaking Baltimore's spirit is if you find a big play down the field to a Stephon Diggs or anybody, a Cole Beasley. A big play will turn this game to whichever team. I feel like going into the third quarter, Mike, I think the running game of Baltimore needs to continue. They need to just focus on that and then working off play action to find success in the passing game. How do you feel about that?
You hit the nail right on the head. About the only thing that's gone right in this entire game so far is the Ravens' running game has been pretty effective. Aside from putting points on the board, I think the best thing that's happened so far today is nobody hit the Mega Millions jackpot yesterday. Yeah. So buy your tickets early because Tuesday's jackpot is $850 million.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it. I know, Luke, I know you got some tickets.
I had some. You better believe it, man. I had $20 last drawing, man. I got to get another one.
Hey, man, how do you feel, Luke? Like we were talking about earlier about Lamar, he hasn't done something out of character. He's kept it within himself. He's kept the game. The team has it within grasp. He himself has kept it within reach without making a mistake. He's been able to take care of the ball. I felt like his receivers. There was one in particular where the running back Dobbins dropped the ball when he escaped. He pinballed over all his linemen, escaped. he dropped the ball. There's been a couple of things a couple of times where I felt like Lamar should have been helped out. But going into the second half, knowing what they did against Tennessee last week, how do you feel about the Ravens?
I mean, I think he's doing the offensive coordinator, everybody, I think they're doing exactly what Lamar needs to do. He doesn't need to throw for 300 yards, to be efficient. He's still got his feet. We can see him break out at any time. And I think with that balance that you were talking about with the passing game and the running game bodes well for him because it doesn't allow him to have to throw so much and maybe throw into a mistake. So I think Baltimore doesn't really need to change much really going forward right now. I think they have Buffalo right where they want them. They just got to continue to execute. Like, he's got to hit these passes. He doesn't have to throw another 50 passes or anything like that. That's going to fall to Buffalo because they're probably going to have to throw 50 if they want to get something going because, like you said, that run game for Buffalo is just non-existent. And like I said, if Buffalo – if they can't manage something, then I'm going to tip this towards Baltimore because this is right where Baltimore needs. They're not, like you said earlier, they're not a come from behind team. They're not going to jump out and put up 40 points on you, but they're grimy. They're tough. That defense is tough, and when you force a team to become one dimensional, to me it seems like it always tips into the defense's favor.
No doubt, Mike. How do you see the second half playing out for Buffalo?
Buffalo's got to make something happen. They've done a good job containing Lamar. The halftime just showed a couple of spots where Buffalo has really done a good job not letting him get to the edge on the RPO. But for Buffalo, they've got to get their passing game going. Mm-hmm. And they haven't done that so far. I don't see the stats. Maybe you have them in front of you. What Stephon Diggs has done because I thought
Stephon Diggs is 6 targets, 4 receptions, 59 yards.
So he's got a ways to go to be to have the kind of game that I thought he was going to have tonight. So that's the key is getting Buffalo's passing game going in the second half. And by the way, Millie, since I told you to buy the ticket, if you win, I get $1 million of that $800 million.
Hey, you heard it from Mike gave the suggestion. You got to at least tip him 10%.
You got to give me a tip, man. I'll just take $1 million. That's all I'll ask.
All he needs is one. Going into the second half, man, I feel like Baltimore does have the advantage. They really do. The thing is like I said, you see that Buffalo can stretch the field, whereas Baltimore, they need field position. They need to find a big play, like similar to like they found going down closer to the end of the first half and able to get in the field goal range. They need to find a big play. And they need to go and feed off of that, regardless of whether they get points. They need to be able to pin Buffalo deep and then work. Because I feel like if you're going to continue to just be even, Buffalo's going to find a big play before you do. I'm just going to be real. Maybe you find a Hollywood Brown, but like Mike said, Buffalo's defense is better than Tennessee's defense. And I would give them the benefit of the doubt going into this half, knowing that the only guy that really can beat you deep is Hollywood Brown. So I feel like it on defense for Buffalo, just watch one guy and just keep everything in front of you. Don't let it get out of control. But you have to find a big play downfield on offense. And I don't know. Baltimore's defense is just they've been astute. They've been right there. They've been answering blow for blow. And give them credit. It's not like they're a bum defense. They're top 10 and they're hungry. They want to win. Mike, I feel like this game's going to come down to, like you said, field goals. Justin Tucker, 2 huge missed field goals. Like we were talking about, we didn't notice the wind until the end of the second half. End of the first half. Excuse me.
Yeah, that wind is something. I think what it's going to come down to, Ivan, is, and I didn't realize that weather was playing such a big factor in this game until you saw those uprights just going crazy at the end of the half. It's going to come down to which team makes a game-changing play, whether it's offensively or defensively. So if Buffalo, who has the stronger defense, if they can make a key play with a turnover, a fumble recovery, a pick, maybe even a pick six, that's going to swing the game one way or the other.
I feel like you're right, Luke. What do you think is going to happen in the second half?
I think first of all, with the wind, I think it's going to affect a lot of decisions. If it's blowing that hard, Tucker's already missed 2, and the wind is whipping. I mean, we may see some people instead of try to kick the field goals, maybe go for it. I feel like what needs to happen for Buffalo is they tempo. They need tempo. They need to go. They need to get up to the line, boom, and go and get this defense, on its heels a little bit. And then I think things will work out for them. Baltimore, I think, like I said, I don't think they really need to change much. Just they seem to be doing a pretty good job. They're staying pretty sound. So I don't know, man. I just feel like Buffalo needs to do something, because if your passing game is like it has been, you need to do something to alter that. And I feel like if they get going on some tempo, some short, slants, drags, whatever it may be, like just hurry up, run, Singletary out of the back. I feel like the tempo will get that Baltimore defense loosened up a little bit, maybe even tire some guys out. If you catch them in the wrong package and you go tempo, that could work wonders for you. So I feel like Buffalo just needs to step up the pace.
I agree.
Absolutely. Hey, Ivan, make sure you put Millie's last comment up so it's preserved for everybody to see. So $1 million for each of us, since Millie decided to share her winnings if she hits a winning ticket. Wouldn't that be sweet? So Millie, appreciate the offer. Let's have a hell of a second half, because the first half damn sure was a snore.
Yeah, it really was boring. And I like I said, I feel like this game is one big play away from being broken wide open. It really can be. All right, guys, until the post game of Buffalo and Baltimore, I'm Ivan Vargas with Luke Nettles and Michael Halatek. This has been the Basic Monsters Game Day podcast on SportsZone Chicago.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.